As someone once stated, sometimes it takes you an overwhelming breakdown to have an undeniable breakthrough. Bipolar is something that 2.6% of Americans 18 years or older get diagnosed with in a year. Cleveland Clinic 2022. Today, we are talking about the three main categories of bipolar, the symptoms they show, and what people may have as options for treatment. There are three main categories stated by Cleveland Clinic 2022, starting with bipolar 1 to bipolar 2 and cyclothymic disorder. Bipolar 1 is our first type. It is the most severe. You have manic episodes, which are the highest of highs, depressive episodes, which are your lowest lows. Manic episodes last 2 weeks, and in order to be diagnosed, you have to have a manic episode lasting 7 days. You can also experience hallucinations and delusions. You can also feel both moods together. So you could be very, very happy or very, very irritated or angry and also feel very sad. Bipolar 2 is our second one, and it's the less serious. You have depressive and hypomania episodes. Hypomania is just not a full episode. So instead of being fully manic, you are experiencing an episode, but is not as severe. You experience more down moods than up. This is where manic depressive disorder comes from, which is what bipolar is formally named. You have your cyclothymic disorder. This is our last and less severe. It's mixed emotions that last 2 years at most. We see less of this. Feeling some hypomania and depressive episodes throughout the disorder, and you have a brief period of normal, typically lasting about 8 weeks. This is as stated by Cleveland Clinic 2022. Now knowing the different types of disorders under the umbrella of bipolar, how can a doctor tell you have it? There are different types of symptoms that are stated by NHS 2023. You have your manic, which you feel happy, irritable, and everything that could be extreme that isn't depressed. So you can't feel sad and be manic. You experience depression with some decision making that is out of character for the person with bipolar. You have your depressive, which you feel depressed a lot of the time, and you experience symptoms of depression, so suicidal thoughts, self-harm, you can experience that. And then you have your hypomania, which you can't reach a full episode, but experience small, intense episodes. Most symptoms from 1 and 2 without hallucinations and delusions. After covering our symptoms, we should also understand the type of treatments that go along with them. The National Institute of Mental Health states that there are many ways to help a person with bipolar. You just have to find the one that helps them. You have meds, which are usually antidepressants, mood stabilizers, and antipsychotics. Meds and regular therapy sessions work for bipolar 2 and hypomania most of the time. You also have psychotherapy, used more commonly in bipolar 1. It is also used on one who harms themselves or others. And some other treatments that we have is electroconvulsive therapy, which is a brief electrical stimulation to relieve severe depression. Transitional magnetic stimulation, which is magnetic fields used to stimulate nerve cells from severe depression. And you have hospitalization, which is more typically used on bipolar 1 because they do cause more self-harm or harm to others. Today, we discussed 3 types of bipolar, the symptoms that may be shown, and how people can treat it. I hope that people grasp a better understanding of this disorder and help people with it instead of calling them names and not seeing what they go through. Thank you.